Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gitte Mary and today is a food vlog. I have mentioned a couple of times that I'm writing a cookbook, which I am, and today we're making 3 appetizers for the cookbook. But I'm also getting loads of people over for a barbecue housewarming type party. So I thought I wanted to serve 3 types of appetizers, sort of just to see what people's vibes are, if they like it, etc. Feedback, you know. But then I also want to do like classic but vegan barbecue type things. So I thought I wanted to take you guys with me and show you guys what I would make in that scenario and what I make in a more elevated appetizer hors d'oeuvre scenario. 2 very different worlds are gonna be combined in this video, so you have been warned. So, it's a couple of minutes past 8, which this fit also indicates. I'm gonna do something about it later on today, but I need to get started on some of the primary steps in the process. I'm gonna make some bread that needs to rise for half an hour and half an hour, so an hour and a half. Yeah, and then I'll need to boil some potatoes for potato salad, and they need to cool completely down, so I wonder, just do that first thing. Then that's out of the way. So we're gonna set some bread over to rise and peel the potatoes once they're boiled. First steps. Okay, this is gonna be a very cooking heavy day, which is also why I thought I wanted to film it. So yeah, let's go. I don't know what's happening. Okay. By the way, the recipe I'll be using for the bread is the birthday bun recipe from my book, because it's the fluffiest and I really want these small appetizers to be really light and fluffy, and then there's gonna be toppings on them. But I thought, hey, then take the recipe, the birthday buns, make a larger chunk of bread and not just buns, and then just poke them out with your, have like these steel metal molds. Punch them out, it's gonna be great. So yeah, I'm using the birthday bun recipe from my book. Shameless self-promotion. So the reason why I'm not cutting the potatoes into the shapes that I need them to be from the beginning is because I feel like simply just cutting them once or twice will make it super easy once the potatoes are boiled to just like peel the skin off, and that is gonna be a lot faster than the time I would have spent peeling them when they're raw. So that's the reasoning for doing it this way. You can also cut them into the exact pieces that you need, but then there's a lot more peeling work because then you have a lot more entities doing it. So I just feel like this is gonna be the easiest way. So famous last words, I don't know, let's find out. Look at this beauty. And I think it's just about ready to rest and rise. Hey! So because I'm gonna bake it in this, I think I might as well just also put it aside to rise in this as well. Also because I think my bowls are gonna be too small once it starts expanding. So we're gonna do it like this. It's gonna end up getting like, it's gonna end up giving slight focaccia energy, but the dough is not exactly the same. It's a little bit more sugar in this dough, and also butter. So it's not gonna be the exact same recipe. I do have a focaccia recipe that I really love using because we're gonna put cauliflower puree on it. We're making fake caviar. It's gonna be fun, but more on that later. Clean dishcloth on top, set aside to rise, an hour and a half. See you then. And now the potatoes are done, perfect timing, and the peel comes right off. So they cooled up a little bit, so I ended up peeling all of them. Now they're just gonna stand here room temperature until they're not like warm, and then I'm gonna put them in the fridge until assembly. Damn, she's making good time today. Planning. I also do need to clean the house though. And work, okay. So for my preferred potato salad, I like to use a vegan creme fraiche based on oats. Then we have Dijon mustard, we have vegan mayo, we have some lime juice, preferably lemon, but I didn't have lemon, so lime, salt, pepper, chives, and red onion. All goes into the cold potato bowl. And then this will stay in the fridge for ideally an hour and a half, but as long as you can really. It's also really good if you let it stay that way overnight, but we're just gonna do an hour and a half. Look at how much it has risen. I am super ready to knead this again and then set it aside once again, and then we're gonna bake it. Oh, it's so soft. It is so soft. Perfect. Also, we added a little bit of glam. I don't know why I'm insisting on cooking in whatever this is, but now I feel really good. Let's go. The bread is out of the oven, and listen to this. It's good. And the color, okay, the color. Look at this beauty. I put some salt and some black sesame on top, and then I also wiped it down with olive oil and some oat cream. I'm so excited to taste this, but now we're gonna let it cool down completely before we do anything else. As the organized girl I'm trying to be, I have written and drawn out everything I want to do with the 3 starters today. So we have 3 different ones here, just some visual representation and a way for me to make it easier. This is something I've been doing throughout the creation of these recipes, so this is really helpful. So the bread is pretty cold, and I am starting the process of finding out sort of how to present this part of the dish. And my first initial thought was that I wanted to use these small shapes, molds, to punch out perfectly pretty round pieces of bread. However, that does work with some types of food, but with bread, you would end up with this much waste that you couldn't really present or use. This is not gonna be thrown away. I'm gonna put butter on this. I'm gonna eat that. Vegan butter, obviously. I don't know why, assume when I say milk and butter on this channel, it's plant-based, because that's what it is. Okay, I do love these pretty small round shapes. However, for a large presentation of several entities, that would be too much waste. It wouldn't make sense. And that's also something I want to think into the entire concept, because it's important to me and it's also the backbone of the entire philosophy of this household. So what we're gonna do instead is that I'm going to cut out perfectly nice squares, lie them down and present the toppings on the side. That way, nothing will be thrown away, nothing will be wasted, perhaps a tiny side of the crust if it's uneven, but that I'll just eat. And that way we can have perfectly nice symmetrical pieces without wasting a lot of food. So, change of plans, but I think this is the right direction. I do need to make some toppings though. I have a couple of garnishes that I need to make, but I prepped a lot last night. 1 second, okay. So I've pickled some pear in some elderflower syrup that I made myself a couple of weeks ago. So they are probably very nice, very tasty, very sour, ideally. I'm very excited to put those on. And on top, they're going on top. This is going on the bottom. This is a cauliflower puree that I made last night. It smells really nice. It's very fatty and creamy and heavy, so I think the acidity from the pears will match really well. It's gonna be really cool. And then we're gonna add some of these fruity fake caviars on top. That we'll make now as well. So, that's the one dish. Then there are 2 other ones, and I need to prep those as well. So I think I might need to get going on that. Okay. So the next thing we're doing is a second appetizer, which is a tiny mini pancake that is less sweet. And then we're gonna do the fake caviar on top. We're gonna do some vegan creme fraiche, and we're gonna do finely chopped onion. So we're gonna make the batter, put that in the fridge so it's nice and cold when we use it. That's usually when I've had the best results. The recipe for the mini pancakes, aka the blinis, is quite straightforward. I have flour, I have sugar, then I have applesauce as the egg replacement. You can also use actual egg replacement. Then I have salt, and then I have baking powder and oat milk. That's it. Oh yeah, and vegan butter for frying them. Okay, so one of the caviars we're gonna make green with this pear, kiwi, apple, and basil and lemon juice. I'm gonna heat this up with some agar-agar and then make caviar. We could do more lemon though, so we're gonna do more lemon. Is this just a bullshit excuse so I can use my citrus press? Maybe. Just gonna turn her so you can see. Okay. Gorgeous. Efficiency at its finest. Gonna strain it for the fresh basil. Cool, we can save that. Then we have the agar-agar. So in order to activate the agar-agar, you need to quickly bring it to a boil. And in order for the agar-agar to solidify really fast again, you need to add it into cold oil. So I've had the oil in my freezer for about an hour. So it's as cold as it gets, I think. Let's go. We just got the juice up and boiling. I'm gonna use a pipette and bring in a little bit of the juice. You see this? Are you witnessing this? Now I'm just storing them in the oil until I need to use them, but here they are, and they taste so good. Switching to voiceover here, these are the blinis cooking and then it was time to assemble. We had 3 appetizers, the blinis with red onion, carrot caviar, fried leek and vegan crumb fresh. Then we had a bread bite with cauliflower puree and the deep fried silken tofu. I experimented a little bit with the form of these dishes, adding garnishes like the fried leek and the homemade caviar in different ways. I also made a solid disc of orange juice and added spirulina powder on top, and that turned out really tasty. I think it was my favorite. Next to the appetizers we had the barbecue. We had vegan sausages and vegan steaks based on rice flour. We had the pasta salad and the potato salad, and it was a huge success. Definitely not the last time I'm making this. And that was it for the food vlog. Our friends came over, we had an amazing time, it was so nice. The theme of the party, except for, you know, barbecue, vegan, housewarming, was PowerPoint presentation party. So everybody had prepared a PowerPoint presentation about something. I cross-referenced everybody at that party with what condiment I think that they were. I have some footage from the PowerPoint presentation, so I want to show you that after this clip. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Take really good care of yourselves. Until then, bye.
How do you get that in a PowerPoint? Well, you take the hottest of topics and then you combine that with the sexiest method. Man, in this case.
Oh my god.
And thus, by combining the hottest topic with the sexiest method, man, you will have an equation, and in this equation you need to solve for maximum sexy.
Ja, min præstation hedder så pænt. He has a certain, how do you say, je ne sais quoi.
Forskellige klassiske monstre fra The 5th Edition Monster Manual. Du siger til, når jeg er færdig med at være content.
Aldrig.
Dump that bitch!
Jeg havde en eller anden grund forventet, Vanja, du ville være sådan, det er okay. Ja, det er fint.
Jeg ser ikke red flags!
Dump!
Thank you so much for watching this video, and also a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. You guys help me create green, zero-waste content, and I love you guys. You can find the links to my social media accounts down below and the link to my Patreon on this screen. Bye!